And now, from beyond our dimension, this is the JeffMara podcast. Here's Jeff.
My guest is Samantha Erin, who saw a baby during her near-death experience. Samantha, thank you for joining us and welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Well, Samantha,
I'm very excited.
well, we're excited to have you. And Samantha, let's start on the day that you died and go from there.
So I was upstate at school in Buffalo, New York. Well, I was in Rochester. I went to school in Buffalo, but we were in Rochester at the time. And I was in the back seat of the car and had seatbelt on, driving back up to school. And an 18-wheeler tractor trailer ran a red light and T-boned right where I was sitting. So everyone in the car was injured. Driver had minor injuries, passenger had minor injuries. The three people in the back were the worst, but I had probably the worst. So I don't really remember what happened to me because from about a month before the injury up to like maybe a couple months after I woke up out of the coma, I don't remember anything. I just kind of remember what people told me what happened. So I was hit by the 18-wheeler truck that T-boned right into the side where I was sitting. And they had to get the jaws of life to take me out and whatnot. And then when I was out, when they finally got me out of the car, I wasn't breathing. So I don't know how long I was out for, but enough that they said that I wasn't breathing, and to remember all this stuff, I had to be unconscious for a while. So then they got my heart, I guess, beating again, and they took me to the hospital in Strong Memorial Hospital in Rochester. And I was in a coma for a month, not induced, just kind of taking a nice long nap and just hanging out, sleeping. So when I got to, I was in a coma from February 12th, 2010, and I woke up March 11th, 2010. And then on March 11th, when I woke up, I was air transferred to Mount Sinai in the New York City. And I was still like kind of comatose in Mount Sinai until I don't really remember until like my birthday, which is April 7th. And then on my birthday, we had like a little party and everything. So I kind of remember that. And I said to my mom, I said, Ma, I died on the pileup on the LAE. LAE is the Long Island Expressway. I was not on the Long Island Expressway. I was in Rochester. But I told her I died on the pileup on the LAE and I went to heaven. And she says, no, Samantha, you didn't die. You were in a car accident. You're here. You're in the hospital. I said, no, I died. And like this baby told me I had to go home. And she's like, well, what are you talking about? So I explained that baby Rocco told me I needed to go home. And it wasn't my time. Like, I'm not allowed to be there yet. So she's like, what are you talking about? And I said, well, this baby, he told me I need to go home. So fast forward a couple months, my neighbor, I didn't know that at the time because I was up at school. My neighbor had a nephew. His name was Baby Rocco, and he died on February 12th. And he told me that I needed to go back. And I can't even, like, I don't even remember saying this to anyone because I was probably half comatose when I'm saying this. But then my friend, she told me like years later, she said, Samantha, when I would come to visit you in the hospital, you were only allowed like 2 people at the time to go in your room. And she's kind of has like a spiritual sense. And she said she would see like an image of a baby playing with little blocks at the edge of my bed. And that's kind of like my story. Not really crazy like other things I've seen on your podcast, but I definitely had some type of near death experience.
So when you saw baby Rocco, what age
Mhm.
do you think he was?
He was a baby.
Like an
I don't know,
infant?
maybe like 1 or 2, or he was 1 for sure. He was a baby.
Were you having a telepathic conversation with him?
No, I don't even remember. I just remember going there and he's saying you can't come.
Hmm.
No.
All
And then
right.
they told me to go back. And I went back, I guess.
Do you remember anything of the environment that you were in with baby
I
Rocco?
remember seeing, I remember telling mom that I saw like a big light and the light opened up and I went up to heaven. And I know that like when you talk about like, I've like read from other people, like from when they had like a near death experience, you see a bright light and the light shines. And so it wasn't much of that. I just remember seeing like a light and then going up there and then someone telling me I can't come anymore and I go back.
Did you ever talk to your neighbor about this?
I not me personally, because I don't think I felt maybe comfortable, or I don't really remember trying to talk to him, but I'm pretty sure my parents did and they were like crying and they were very excited.
Have you
They
ever
were like touched.
have you ever seen a picture of baby Rocco and
Yes.
compared it to who you saw on the other side?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's the same person?
Same thing. Yeah.
That's amazing.
But it's just crazy because his birthday is February 12th, the day of my accident.
His birthday or his death day?
Birthday. His born the day he was born was the day of my birth the accident, but not the same year.
Okay,
Just that's his birthday.
but he's dead, right?
Yeah.
While you were in your coma, do you have any memories of being in and out besides the birthday party?
Nope.
Hmm.
I'm telling you, like it's sad because when I was in the coma, I know that like some people are like induced comas or anything, but I was strictly just fully in one. And I don't remember like anything. Like people here sometimes say like they hear things. I don't really remember that at all. Like people could probably be talking to me, but I don't even remember them talking to me. I was out.
After your experience, did you notice that you had any new abilities that could be considered psychic?
Um, I don't know. I don't think so, but I definitely feel like now, like I feel like a little like tense a little bit. But I think that's just because I'm talking about something very emotional. But I feel like when I talk about Rocco or like someone from the other side, I feel that little tense feeling, if that makes sense.
Do you fear death?
Yeah. I feel like, um, in a way, like, yeah, it was really sad what happened to me because I was only 20 and I kind of got to not live out all my 20s, and I didn't really have a normal like 20-year-old 30-year-old life. So and I always feel like there's so much things I want to accomplish before I die and I haven't reached that yet. And I kind of it's like kind of scary. And I don't remember what happened to me, so I'm always like, oh my god, what happens if something bad happens again? I might remember it. And I don't want to I don't want to remember something that's leading towards that.
Are you saying that you wouldn't want to remember the NDE completely?
I
Or you,
just don't want to remember the accident,
right.
like if it was painful or like what exactly happened,
Hmm.
if that makes sense.
It
Yeah.
does. Interestingly, the majority of people who had an NDE due to some type of severe trauma like you had
Yeah.
usually exit their body right before it happens.
I don't see, like, I don't even remember, like, I don't have a visual experience of, like, I know that some people, like, see their body on the ground. Nope,
Right.
don't remember that.
And I guess you don't want to go through hypnotherapy to see if you can remember more.
You know what? I have thought about it before, but because I feel like to get through trauma and to get past trauma, you might need to relive some scary times. But I haven't ever really pursued it, but I have it yet. Has ran across my head a couple of times.
Well, I don't blame you for not wanting to
Yeah.
relive something like that again.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're still processing the NDE?
Oh, yeah. I think it's hard because a lot of people that I've like seen just on your podcast or just in general that had an NDE, they had like something very serious and now they're okay. But with me, it's, I think also the process of dealing with it is I deal with it every day because I have a TBI. I didn't have like something that's there for a second and you go to therapy and you recover. I go to therapy and I recover, but that doesn't go away. That's the rest of your life is your brain, and that's what's going to happen. So like I don't walk 100% correctly anymore because of what happened to me. I walk with a walker. I can't do XYZ things anymore because I have a brain injury. So I think that's also why it's hard for me to just process it or get over it because it's my life.
I understand that. Some of my guests do have permanent physical injuries
Yeah.
from their NDEs or their trauma. And I just recently had a guest on the other day that has some type of brain injury where he has
Oh, wow.
memory problems or something.
Right. See, that's the thing about brain injury too. Like one brain injury is completely different from the other. So, like the guest that you were just talking about, maybe he has memory issues, but maybe he walks fine. I don't walk fine, but my memory is good. So it touches everyone differently.
The fascinating thing to think about is how do people remember being on the other side when they're not in their body and they're not.
That's what it's wild. So, and like I always say to my parents, I'm like, did I really say this to you? Like, why would I say that? Like, what made me say that? But then again, when you're dealing with someone that's comatose, that doesn't know anything what's going on, why would I say that if it didn't happen?
You found out about me while you were on some kind of ghost hunting tour.
Yeah.
Were you
Hmm.
always interested in ghosts, or is that
No,
something new?
not until like I got older and probably after my injury. And then now we're like, we love ghosts. Like me and my husband, we watch like all the haunted channels, like ghost stories. What do we watch? Like travel channel with the ghost stuff. I don't know. I guess it's a thing. I guess as you get older, I don't know. And
Well,
I guess if we could go through like something traumatic, I guess.
a significant number of my near death experience guests start having abilities after their experience where they have some type of contact with entities on the other side.
I don't think I really have like a contact, but maybe maybe it just opened my mind more. I don't know.
Has your religious or spiritual beliefs changed due to this experience?
No, I was never really religious, and I'm still really not religious. But I feel like spiritual. I've been more spiritual. Definitely more spiritual. I do believe in more things like now after an accident, like second chances, like I feel I believe more in like ghosts and spirits and yeah, definitely more now.
Have you asked yourself why me?
Oh, I ask that all like every day.
And
But I know honestly, I'm never gonna get an answer. Never gonna get an answer because probably it was just it happens, excuse my language, and I was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. But then you could think of it in another way that maybe it did happen to me because I am very resilient and maybe I'm supposed to be doing something in my life to help others like me to get through what they got that they're going through.
so the biggest problem you have physically is walking.
Yeah, it's more just, it's not so much like, it's more, okay, so when I was in my accident, I had a lot of injuries. So I had a broken hip, broken pelvis, um, broken jaw, broken skull, bleed in the brain, broken jaw, whatever, broken ribs. It was a lot. So when I was in the coma, they needed to do a certain surgery by a certain time because to make me 100% back together. But I had pneumonia at the time. So they couldn't do the surgery they wanted to. They had to do a different surgery. So it left me kind of like my gait unbalanced. So I have like my gait is off. So I walk with the walker for balance and to be more stable. And it's
And
more also, it's a lot more fear. Also, I have a lot of fear of falling because I mean, when I fall, it's okay. I'll get back up and I'll go walk again. But I feel like I just get very afraid to fall.
they can't make any new surgical correction to help you with your walking.
Probably not. Just gotta go keep going to therapy. And that's what I do. I go on and off. I take time off, then I go back, but it's gonna be the rest of my life, I guess. But it's okay. I get a little workout, I guess.
Yeah, you have to do the best you can, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think I do the best I can. I mean, my husband's in the other room. He'll probably say that I don't do enough, but I think I do the best I can.
Have you ever met any other near-death experiencers?
Not really. I met a couple like when I was going so after I got out of the hospital, they send you to like outpatient therapy. And I met other people that had like a TBI that had like a near death experience, but no, I haven't really met anyone that had like a specific one that could remember.
If you contemplate your NDE very much, do you
Yeah.
think about how amazing it was that you met baby Rocco?
But like, I think it's pretty cool that like I don't really know him, but why would I say all that if it never happened? And sometimes I'm not gonna lie, when I'm in like a bad mood or like if I have something that's coming up that I'm nervous about, I say it to myself like, "Oh, look out for me, baby Rocco," or I say something like that.
Did you know baby Rocco even existed before this
I
accident?
don't remember if I knew. I don't think I did. I knew that he had a nephew, but I don't think I remember the name. So I don't think so.
Yeah, that's pretty specific when you say
Yeah.
baby Rocco. And you say it as baby Rocco, not just
Yeah.
Rocco.
No.
And his parents would call him baby Rocco.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because my mom told them and they were like crying and everything. So, yeah,
If people want to reach out to you and ask you questions, are you open to that?
100%.
What's the best way to contact you?
My email address, I guess, or I don't want to really give you my phone number, but
Yeah, it's probably not a
Facebook
good
or
idea.
yeah, Facebook, email, I guess. Yeah.
So they can find you on Facebook as Samantha
Yeah.
Erin.
Mm, yep.
Before we finish up, can
Yes.
you leave us with a last positive message?
Okay. What's a positive message? Oh, I have a positive message. Okay. I left this out of my accident kind of. So when I was in the accident, my brother was the first one to come to the hospital to see me because he lived in Buffalo. And he put his he wanted to relax, so he put his iPod on shuffle. And Bob Marley, Three Little Birds came on. Every little thing is going to be all right. And every little thing is going to be okay. All right. That's what I'll leave you with.
You
And
didn't
we say that a lot here.
you didn't hear that while you're in the coma, did you?
No, I did not, unfortunately. Because it's a great song, but I did not hear that one.
Samantha, thank you for your message, and thank
Thanks.
you for being my guest.
Thank you for having me.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much. And thank you to Emma in Savannah
Yes,
for
Emma,
telling
thank
me
you.
to come on.
Thank you, Emma. Thanks for watching the JeffMara podcast. I really appreciate you. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. And if you do, there are loyalty badges and other perks depending on your level of membership. All you need to do is click the join button underneath the video to find out more. Thank you for your support.